Everyone at Ashbury High knew Becca Malone. Or rather, they thought they knew her. She was the quiet girl who kept her eyes low, wore oversized sweaters, and sat alone at lunch. Teachers said she was bright, but withdrawn. Students said she was weird, but Becca wasn't weird. She was recovering. 2 years ago, her family moved after a tragic accident left her father paralyzed. Becca changed. The trauma turned her inward. She barely spoke. But behind the silence was a girl training every day with her father, in silence, in sweat, and in secret strength. Asterisk, no one cared to look deeper until the day they pushed too far. Asterisk. It was just before lunch on a rainy Tuesday. The halls buzzed, with students moving between periods. Becca reached her locker and kept her head down, as always. That's when Lindsay Maddox, the queen bee of senior year, spotted her. Lindsay had mocked Becca all semester, calling her Becca the Ghost, and filming her for social media. But today, Lindsay wanted more, something viral. "Let's show everyone what's under the ghost blanket," she sneered. Asterisk, two of her friends laughed. One hit record on her phone. Then Lindsay reached for Becca's hoodie. Asterisk, in one violent tug, they stripped it halfway over her head, exposing her undershirt and skin. Gasps echoed. Phones rose. Becca froze for a split second. Her body went still, but her mind clicked into something else. She dropped her books. Then, without warning, she pivoted. A blur. Her fist shot up, swift and surgical. A clean, controlled punch straight to Lindsay's throat. Asterisk, it wasn't wild or panicked. It was trained. Asterisk, Lindsay dropped instantly, coughing, gasping, kneeling. Her phone clattered. Becca didn't scream. She just pulled her hoodie back down, picked up her books, and stared into every camera lens around her. "Keep filming," she said coldly. "Show everyone what she did." Asterisk, the hallway had turned to ice. Teachers came running. Security swept in. Phones were confiscated. Lindsay was wheeled out to the nurse's office, but the video had already gone live. By 8th period, it had 300,000 views. By the end of the night, 2.4 million. Asterisk, Becca was suspended for 3 days. But something strange happened. Parents started emailing the principal. Dozens of them. "That girl was defending herself," they wrote. "Your cameras saw what really happened." Becca's father was called in. He rolled in wearing an old military jacket, calm, dignified. "Sir," the principal said, "she used a train strike." Becca's father nodded. "Yes," he said, "because I trained her. After your school failed to stop the bullying." Asterisk. The school board reviewed the footage. They reinstated Becca immediately. Lindsay was suspended indefinitely. Asterisk, when Becca returned, the halls were silent. Students parted for her like she was royalty. She walked differently now, not cocky, just whole. The girl who used to shrink now stood with squared shoulders, head up. The PE teacher asked her quietly one day, "Did you study martial arts?" Becca nodded. "Every morning since I was 12. My dad teaches me." Asterisk, a week later, the coach invited her to spar in the school gym. Not for punishment, for recognition. Asterisk, she stunned everyone. Not with aggression, but with control, speed, precision, grace. She moved like a dancer with power. "We've got a self-defense program now," the coach said later. Becca's running it. More girls joined than they could handle. Soon, the school changed. Cell phone bullying dropped. Whisper campaigns stopped. People started asking before filming. And Becca? She made friends, real ones. Girls who once ignored her now sat beside her, trained with her, asked her for help. Becca never gloated. She never talked about what happened. But she walked every hall knowing she wasn't invisible anymore. Asterisk, months later, a news outlet picked up her story. The silent girl who fought back. It went national. Becca and her father were interviewed on morning shows. She never glorified the violence, only the strength behind boundaries, behind discipline, behind choosing to fight when it matters. I didn't want to hurt her, she said in one interview. I just wanted it to stop. And it did. At graduation, Becca received a standing ovation. She gave the shortest speech of the night. Sometimes you don't have to shout to be heard. You just have to stop shrinking. Asterisk, her story didn't end in the hallway. It began there.